Well, we was home for a couple days. We got to spend the weekend at home. We made plans. We did some fun stuff with friends, but I mostly had to work on tackle and convert everything from Florida fishing to Tennessee River fishing. Now we're back on the road. It's Memorial Day, and we're driving to the Chattanooga airport where we're going to pick up Josh and Roy. And then from there, we're going to head over to our buddy Jim's house. He lives on the Lake of Chickamauga, and he always hosts us every time. So another week of fishing, and let's see if we can keep the momentum going. I'm 4th in points after the third event, so pretty solid start to the season. 2 top 10s already. Just got to keep it going. I told myself I wanted to be in contention for that Angler of the Year all year long. So good start so far. I fished my very first pro tournament ever, 2014 Bass Fest, and I've gotten my teeth kicked in every single time I've come here. This is a ledge lake, and I don't have a problem finding fish at all, and I understand how water flow works. It works a lot like tides, and I feel like I build a good strategy in my head, but I'm not the type of guy that pulls in on people. So you might run to fish. These are mostly one cast kind of places, and you may run to go fish what you think's your favorite little ledge or something like that. And as soon as you get there, there's a boat. Okay, let's go to the next one. There's a boat. Let's go to the next one. There's a boat. It has not set up for a guy like me in the past, but what's different this time is it is 40 boats at a time on this whole lake. Usually it's like a 200 boat field when I come here, and it's just way too crowded. And so I'm going to give the ledges another shot over here. I've got a lot of places where I know they get. They're all mostly community holes. I don't have any secret Jacob Wheeler stuff. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to mark a bunch of this stuff. I'm going to probably spend about 10 hours of practice today graphing. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the day knowing some shallow areas too. Because one thing that's not happening right now, they haven't been getting a lot of rain. And so they're not pulling very much water. Back there is the dam. And so when they don't pull current over here, these fish don't set up the same way. And even when they are set up, you may graph them, but a lot of times you can't get them to bite. So now we have forward-facing sonar, and you can see them swimming around in front of you, coming to your bait and everything. But when they don't feed here, they won't feed. So I don't want to get too caught up in this deal. I just want to mark as many schools as I can. Then I want to know how I can catch some fish shallow. Or if I go to those fish and those schools aren't firing, I know what to go do, whether it's go to the bank and throw a topwater bait or swim a jig or throw a chatterbait, things like that, or fish some grass. I'll have me a few areas where I can do that. So I'm trying to be smart about this one. And here we are. This is my 4th or 5th event on Chickamauga, and I have not yet made a cut here. And so this might be the week. What's up, everybody? We just finished the first day of practice, and I did half ledge fishing and half shallow and had about the same results. There definitely is a decent amount of fish out, but they're not easy to catch because they're not really pulling water. But they're biting a little bit better than I thought they would, being that they're not pulling water. I think they're just getting out there. So it's the bad thing is they're all obvious places, and there's a lot of local pressure on the lake. We don't have a lot of guys of our guys on the lake because we're only fishing groups of 40, but there is a lot of local pressure. I mean, it's Chickamauga, early June, people are coming to fish this lake and they're fishing the same exact way we are, so you still have to compete with that. My first day is on Friday, and then my second day is on a Sunday. So I know that Sunday the ledges are going to be packed full of people. People are coming here right now to fish ledges. This place is famous for ledges, and those fish are out there and they're biting. So they're getting hammered, and it won't be long and those fish are going to get harder and harder to catch. A little bit of rain coming. I don't know if they're going to increase the flow, but if they do increase the flow, it could get better. But the main thing is the ledge fish are coming to the ledges and leaving the backwaters or leaving the shallows. So I'm leaning more towards just fishing ledges. So I got a little bit of shallow stuff if I have to get myself out of a bind or something like that. But I'm probably going to spend tomorrow assessing the community holes, fishing some of those places and trying multiple techniques to see if I can get bit. Today I just kind of went around with a drop shot and was just checking schools and seeing what the size were. A lot of the fish I caught were between 2 and 3 pounds, so they were scoreable bass. We have a 2 pound minimum over here, so a lot of work left to do, and we only have one more day of practice. We only get 2 days, so that's tough to do on a place like this. So you can spend weeks out here graphing and finding all kind of fish and things like that. We just don't have the luxury of having that much time. So I guess it was like a medium productive day. We'll get back at it tomorrow and get out there and try to find more ledge fish and try to put them all in the same area, because right now I'm kind of spread out. I need to try to have groups of fish in the same area where I can move around during the tournament. So we'll see. Get out there tomorrow. We have to be off the water for 6, and I'm Group A, so I'm the first group, so that's a good thing. I get first shot at some of these ledge fish, and we'll see what happens. Over. We're supposed to get off the water at 6. Gave me just enough time to rig my stuff, and I'm Group A, so I go straight to fishing tomorrow. I don't think the lake's fishing that great, but it's not fishing bad. I spent my pretty much 80% of my practice on ledges, and I went shallow a little bit just in case I have a meltdown from the people, and then I got somewhere, a safe space to go. And most of these ledges are one cast kind of deals, so I really don't have a great feeling about it, but I never feel good when I come here. I have plenty of places with fish on them, but I don't know if I'll be able to fish them. That's just how it is. That's Lake Chickamauga, early June. You come here and there's 10 places to really catch them good, and there's boats that just sit there all day and pack a lunch and they don't leave. So I'm boat number 26. I have a starting spot, and it's not, to me, it's not the best starting spot, but I don't want to pass it up running down the lake. And I'm gonna stop there first, try to catch some cranking real quick. I got a DT20, 6XD, and a DT16, and I got a Z-Boss 24 tied on. That's my 4 crankbaits. I got a hair jig, I got a drop shot. Well, I got 2 hair jigs, a light one and a kind of heavier one, and then I got a big blade bait, and what else? I got a scrounger, and I think that's it. That's my whole arsenal. That's my kitchen sink I'm gonna throw at them. Oh, and I got a shaky head too. Of course, you better have that. And that's it. I'm gonna pull up to these places. I'm gonna fire the aggressive baits in there first, and if they don't bite, then I'm gonna finesse them and try to catch a couple fish off of each spot. And I got like 7 or 8 places that I feel like got a good group of fish. So it's all about getting in the rotation. You show up there, they bite, you can load the boat real quick, run the score tracker up, or you can show up in your first place, they don't bite, then you go to your second place and someone's sitting on it, and you could just be out of whack the rest of the day. So we'll see. This place has burned me every single time. So anyway, let's see if we can get lucky tomorrow and see if we can make it happen, because I feel good about my fish, but never feel good about the situation here. So we'll see if we can manage it.